Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and this is the review and reaction to the first game week of La Liga. We are gonna see how many of my predictions came true and how many of them I got right and wrong, and we're gonna see how many points did I accumulate. We're gonna play the simple game. If I get the entire result correct, I will get 3 points, but if I predict the right team of winning the game but my score predictions are wrong, I would get 2 points. And of course, if none of them are right, I don't get any points. So we'll see how many points I am gonna make. I'm gonna score every week, and we'll see how many I can make throughout the season. I would love for you guys to play along with me. You can tell me your scores in the comment section below, and we'll see who has the highest scores at the end of the season. So let's begin. The first game was Athletic Bilbao versus Getafe. I went with a 2-0 Bilbao win because I thought it's the first game of the season. It's at their home ground. Their transfer business has been really good, and they had a great season last time around. And I think with the news that Nico Williams is not going, the atmosphere would be really good. They would be really excited, and I thought they would be able to easily win the game, because I think Getafe's business has not really been that good. I think they are going to finish in mid-table. They are going to struggle a bit. So I thought Bilbao would start really good, but it did not happen like that. The game finished 1-1. Omar Sanchez scored the first goal, and then Christian Otso equalized, and both teams scored. Both teams shared points each at this in the first game of the season. I of course get 0 points from this game. Moving on to the second game, it was Real Betis versus Girona. Again, quite an interesting game. I went with a 1-0 Betis win, because again I thought it's going to be a home advantage sort of thing. Girona were really good last year, like they were the surprise package, and but I have said it in my predictions as well. I think they are gonna drop a few places. So I thought that the start of the season is not going to be that good for them, but they managed to draw the game. Betis took the lead quite early on, and it was looking like and Betis were like the better team throughout in my opinion, but Girona somehow got the equalizer at the end. There was a bit of controversy because the ball hit the ref at the start of the move, and Real Betis players were a bit hard done by. According to them, that move should have been stopped, because quite really they were clearing the ball, but the ball hit the ref and it came back to Girona's player, and then they made the through ball and towards the right hand side. Then the ball comes in, and they get the goal through because of the header. So there is a bit controversy in that regard, but both Girona and Betis started the game with 1-1, and as you can see, I'm still on 0 points. It has not been a good start for me. The next game we are going to talk about is Celta Vigo versus Alaves. I went with a 2-1 Alaves win. I thought the away side are gonna come in and take the win, but it turned around. It was the home side that won the game, and basically this game revolved around Iago Aspas quite completely. He got sent off early on, but then VAR turned around the decision, and he was up. He stayed on the field, and the game continued. The Alaves got the lead through Kike Garcia. It was a 1-0 for them, but as with the first game, the home side like Celta Vigo, they played a really good football. I will be very honest, I really did not think that they were gonna play that good. I thought, and I have put them in very low places in my prediction as well, and I thought that they are gonna struggle against Alaves, but it was not like this, and they played like really good football. They were aggressive. I think being at home, I should have considered that. The home fans were on top of that, and especially after Aspas getting sent off and then being the decision being overturned, that really pumped them up. He goes on and scores the goal, but it gets disallowed. So then the home side were like the home side and the home fans were completely mad and onto the game. The noise was so good, like the atmosphere at the stadium was quite electric, and I think that helped push the Celta Vigo players towards the victory. Like 56 47 minutes, William Spielberg with a stunner. What a goal that was. What a way to introduce yourselves to your new club. And did the 1-1, and the game is drawn. And then Celta Vigo piled on the pressure. Alaves, to their credit, they played a great game of football. They counter-attacked when they were being packed back by Celta Vigo. They created a couple of good chances but were not able to finish it. And then, of course, who else but Iago Aspas? He comes in and he scores the winner for Celta Vigo to get them to a victorious start for this season. I have had them going down this season, but their home form is going to be very crucial if they want to survive and stay in the La Liga for another season. And again, as you can see, it's 3 for 3, and I have not made a single point till now. It's not looking really good for me, but let's hope I get better in the next game. The next game was Las Palmas versus Sevilla, and I predicted a 2-all draw, and it ended in a 2-all draw. So this is like the first points for me. Complete points, like the exact results that I predicted was there, so I get 3 points. So I'm officially on board for this week. It was quite an interesting game. Las Palmas, Sevilla was the first one to take the lead through an own goal from Abel Suarez, and then Las Palmas returned the favor as well. They also gave an own goal from Tunai, so it was a 1-1, and I would say it was quite an interesting game. That's why I thought that I said in my preview as well, this game is going to have goals, and it resulted in that. Second half comes in and Sevilla take the lead again, but they were not able to hold on to it for quite a long time. And Las Palmas again, they got the equalizer, and it was 2-2. And Sevilla, I would say, to their credit, they were the better team in my opinion. I still have my reservations regarding them, but they were really good in this game. But Las Palmas, in the end, like 10-15 minutes, they just held on. They did not want to lose the game, and they held on. Sevilla made quite a good 2-3 chances in the last 10-15 minutes, but they were not able to break down Las Palmas' defense, and the game ended 2-2. 3 points for me, and we move on. It is Osasuna versus Leganes. I went with a 2-1 Osasuna victory. I thought they would do better at their home, as again, usually in the first games of the season, if you're home, you have that sort of an advantage because both teams are a bit rusty, and being at home usually sometimes helps you. So that's why I thought they would just edge it. I don't see that much differences between both the sides, but I just gave it because of the home advantage. But it was not to be. They got the lead through Johan Cruz, and it was a 1-0, but right at the end, the game got equalized through an own goal. The ball comes in, Johan Soriano, he saves the ball, but the ball hits the post and comes back, hits him and goes back into the leg. Quite unlucky for the goalkeeper, but it ended 1-1, and again, no points for me. This week in La Liga has been really bad for me. Moving on to the next game, it's Valencia versus Barcelona, and I went with 2-0 Barcelona victory. I thought it is going to be an easy win for them. There are a lot of problems going on behind the scene with the players' contracts and selling the players. Like they have just decided to send Gundogan to Manchester City. I think by the time this video comes out, the deal would be official. But on the pitch, they were really good, and I think it was a good game for them. Even though they did not start, Valencia were the one who took the lead through Hugo Doro, a towering header to beat his mark, and he showed his strength, and they got Valencia get the lead, but it gets offside. It gets goals offside, and then a VAR comes in and it overrules the offside and gave Valencia the lead. And I think they deserved it. They played really good Valencia in that game. On the stroke of a half-time, Barcelona come back through Lewandowski, a great cross from Lamine Yamal. He is still shining, and Lewandowski easily puts it away, and it's a 1-1 as we go into the second half. They come out for second half, and Barcelona get an easy penalty, and of course Lewandowski steps up and he converts it, and it's a 2-1 for Barcelona. I would say, and after the goal went in, either both the teams tried to get the next goal, and like it was not like that Barca set back or Valencia just gave up. Valencia really tried. I was quite impressed with them. They were unfortunate. I said the same thing in my preview. I think they are going to have a good season, but it was like they were a bit unlucky that their first game was against Barcelona. I thought that they would win 2-0, but they won 2-1. So that's 2 points for me in this prediction. Moving on to the next game, it's Real Sociedad versus Rayo Vallecano, and I went with a 3-1 Sociedad win. I thought they are gonna win. I have finishing them in the top 4. Their transfer business has been good. Their score is quite good, and I have put Rayo Vallecano as one of the teams to go down. So I was like very sure about this. I thought it's quite an easy game to predict, but I messed it up quite convincingly in a way. Rayo Vallecano were really great in that game. So that I think they made a lot of chances, but they were not able to finish it. Vallecano, on the other hand, they did finish it. They got the lead through George De Freitas in the second half, and they deserved to take the lead. It's not like that they did not really deserve it, and they doubled the lead after some time through Sergio Camelo, and they basically that shocked the entirety of the stadium, because the Sociedad fans were like shell shocked at what is happening right now. They were able to get 1 goal back through Zubamendi, but it really didn't matter because the game was already done, and that is not a good start for Sociedad. Vallecano, this 3 points could turn out to be very crucial for them in the long run, getting an away win against a good side. I think it is very important for them. I would say they got a bit lucky because it was the first game of the season, but still you would expect Sociedad to have a better performance and to get the win, but great for Vallecano to start the season in a good way. The next game, Real Madrid versus Mallorca, and when I was making a prediction, like I was quite sure that it was an easy Real Madrid win. I thought they would do it, especially after winning the Super Cup quite convincingly, and they started the game very good as well. Rodrigo with a stunning solo goal, and it looked like Real Madrid were gonna basically thrash Mallorca, and I thought it was gonna be a bad day for them, and that's what I predicted as well. But unfortunately, it was not the case for them. They were really good. Mallorca, I would say, they went toe to toe with Madrid, and they got their result and they got the equalizer as well. And I would say even after the equalizer, Madrid and Mallorca, they both of them, like Mallorca did not sit back. Usually sometimes when these small teams they get that goal, they try to sit back and make sure that they can drag it out, they can hold on to the draw and get the point. But Mallorca really, they created a lot of chances themselves. Madrid, I don't know what happened, but they could have easily finished this game for 5-0, but they missed so many chances. And I would say Mallorca defenders were really good, and the keeper was really good in that team, so they really deserved it. And I'm really pleased for them that they deserve the point. And they had a good start. They did not win, but I think they would be very pleased with that performance. On the other hand, I am not pleased because this is another one that I have not got any points of. So has not been a good start for me. That's for sure. The next game was Valladolid versus Espanyol. Both teams got promoted this season. Both teams know each other quite well. I thought it was going to be a very tight game, and that's how it turned out to be. I went with a 1-0 Valladolid win, and it is a 1-0 Valladolid win. So I get the 3 points here. At least I got something right in this video. It was to be very honest, it was not a really good game to watch. It was quite cagey. There were not really many chances in the entire game. I could count like or maybe a combined 5 to 6 chances, maybe less than that. So it was a sort of a bad game of football, if being very honest. Valladolid were lucky. They got one good chance and they converted it, and they get the 3 points. Good start for them. I have them staying up this year, so it's looking good for them, and they have got a good start. So I think it's very important to get crucial points points, to get points of the teams who you are supposed to be fighting with for relegation. And I think I have put in my prediction as well Espanyol to finish at 20th. So I think Valladolid getting those 3 points from Espanyol are going to turn out to be very crucial for them. And the final game for match week 1 was Villarreal versus Atletico Madrid. I went with a 2-1 Atletico Madrid victory. I thought they had a good enough score to go and defeat Villarreal. It was going to be first game for of the season, and Alexander Sørloth goes back to his old club. That was on the highlight as well, and he was involved in the game as well. He is the reason that the game ended 2-2. I thought that both of the teams played really well. Atleti should have won the game if not for the stupid error between the goalkeeper and goalkeeper Oblak. The ball comes in quite easily, and he should have caught that ball for that own goal, but he was not able to do it, and that resulted in the game in a way changing at course, because up until that time the game was at 1-1, and both Atleti were the ones that were really attacking. I'm not saying that Villarreal did not play, but it looked like that Atleti are going to be the team that win the game. But after that on goal, Atletico came under pressure, and they made if they were the game was just drawing, a lot of chances that they wasted, they could have converted them, but the pressure of losing the game I think got to them, and that made them quite wasteful at the front of the goal. But in the end, a Solo comes in, scores the goal, doesn't really celebrate. So I think that's a good gesture from his side. So yeah, that is it, another game where I don't get any points. So that is it from me. It has not been a good point. I think in total I made about 8 points. I am not sure, I am not counting. You will see it on the screen later on. So anyway, it has not been a good week for me. Let's hope that next week is better for me. Let me know how many points did you make. Were your predictions as mine, or did you do anything better? And as I said, we are going to keep on playing this every week, so you can join in for the next video. I think I'm gonna drop the prediction video by tomorrow evening before the game starts, so we can get ahead of it. And I would really like for you guys to play along, and we'll see how much each of us score every week. So yeah, that is it for me. Like the video, share it as well, and click the notification bell as well, and please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 150 subscribers before the transfer window ends. We are like about 10 subscribers away, so it would be really helpful for me to from you guys, so if you can subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.